Hey, everybody, welcome to our live. It is Monday or Monday, and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday. So you get to know more about Luminess, what we have to offer, all the goodies. And I did label this one, what do you airbrush if you're running late? And yes, we do. Airbrush is great for anything. It's not just for special occasions. It is for every day, even days that you're running a little bit late. Good morning, Lori. How are you? So we had some technical difficulties, so I was jumping on as soon as possible. And so we can get started. Now, every time we do these, we always love to go over the basics, the beginnings, the all of it, because we know that there's people at different levels of airbrushing, and so we like to cover everything. So whether you're ordering a system, thinking about ordering a system, waiting for your system to come in, looking at your system sitting on the table, airbrushing for a while, airbrushing for a very long time, it doesn't matter. This is perfect for you because not only do I do the makeup as we go along, but I show you other products as well. A lot of our products overlap, and so you may be using too many products because we know with airbrush makeup you're using 10 times less makeup. And so with that being said, not only are you using less makeup, you don't have to do as many steps. And that is why it's great if you're running late, right? Great for the late. Good morning, Cindy. So let's go over quickly the starter, one of the starter kits. And this is our Breeze starter kit. Here it is right here. This is our Breeze starter kit. This is our newest system. It's cordless, it's chargeable. You're only going to charge it once a week. That's it. Now, when you first get it, you do want to charge it overnight. Charge it overnight, get that battery all the way pumped up. And then from then on, you're only going to charge it once a week. It does come with the 2 bottles of foundation. You're picking a range of foundation, whether it's fair, medium, tan, warm, or deep. So you're just getting into that range because airbrush makeup is very forgiving. So as far as color, even color goes. And so as long as you're airbrushing the proper way, and you're in the right range, you can make it work. And then the other items that come with it is the Love, which is a hydrating illuminator. And then we also have blush, and our blush is super high pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. So you only want two drops, two. And if you're super fair skin, you may only need 1, but only 2 drops. And we're going to go over that because there's a trick with doing the blush. So then, where did it go? Please hold, please hold. Where did my, let's see what this is. That's not what I need. Hold on. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Make sure you're always moving. Okay, well, we're going to do this one. I don't know where my other one went. Where my other little do this while airbrushing. There are 3 steps that we really want you to look at doing, but we'll go with this one. You're always going to prep your skin, right? You can practice on a tissue. That's great advice to practice with the tissue with a color that maybe isn't your color. But practicing with the tissue, that helps you as far as seeing it. Airbrush makeup, because let's focus on this for a minute, but airbrush makeup goes on so light and so air. It does not go on like traditional makeup, obviously because you're putting it on a different way, but because it also goes on so light that you don't even want to see it go on. So if you see that opaqueness, if you see any streaks, then you're not doing it the right way. So you can practice with the tissue, and that way you visually get to see how it goes on. And the 3 basic steps are the golden rules of airbrushing, is always keep that stylus moving. Bam, 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 bam. 4 finger widths away. This is the perfect distance for your foundation. So we're doing it 4 finger widths away, and then we are barely pulling down on that trigger. Now, in the beginning with that practicing moving, that 4 finger widths away and barely pull down on that trigger, you can practice with the air and with water. And that way you're not using any makeup, but you're getting all of this is going to become second nature to you. You're going to be like, oh yeah, okay. It doesn't matter what's in my hand. I know where that 4 finger width is. And so it will become second nature. You're always moving. You're never in one spot twice, but there is overlap. So I can go like this, bam, 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 and then just keep that moving. But practice with the air, practice with the water, and then practice on a tissue. We're going to go in and you'll hear me talk about pre-coverage. We're going to do pre-coverage first, then the foundation, and then we're going to clean it. Now, in the beginning, guys, I always tell people, hey, get the foundation down. If you can get the foundation down, it doesn't matter what's in your airbrush, you can airbrush it, okay? You may have to come in a little closer. You may have to spray even lighter, but you can do it. So always, always, always do that. Oh, yay, Lori got the Breeze Duo, yay. All right. So now let's go in. I'm going to start. I have my Breeze, and let's say it's the first time I'm using it. Let's say I practice with that air. I know that distance. I'm going to move around. See how I never stop? I keep it that distance. It's always pointed directly at me and level. I'm not doing this. I'm going to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep moving, keep moving. And you'll see me do that after everything we do, right? Okay. So let's go in and do, I kind of want to do the, I've been digging the purple color corrector, and I love it for under the eyes. The Prism color correctors are great. If you have dark spots, any sunspots, things like that, the peach is going to be perfect for you. The peach is great. That's going to help with any dark spots, so dark under eye circles. If we want to brighten up the skin, that's why I use the purple. If you have green, oh my Lord, have mercy. If you're red, if your face is red, rosacea, pinkness, all of that, and it shines through your makeup, use the green color corrector. Now, the green color corrector, we don't want to show green on our face. It's just going to be, you're still spraying so light. So till you get the spraying down, you can mix it with maybe a drop of foundation just to tone it down a little bit for you, okay? All right, so, I was trying to open the lid and it's already open. So I'm grabbing the Glow, and I'm only going to use about 3 drops. Now, I am putting more in here because I do want to show you how actually bright it is. And so, spray much. Okay. So this is how bright Glow is that I'm about to use. Okay. I'm going to leave that on there because I'm going to show you. I'm going to spray it underneath my eyes. Then I look up. As soon as I hear that makeup and feel it, I'm moving. And I can come all the way down here. Now notice how it's starting to highlight. It's starting to highlight. Oh, you've ordered the micro needling. That's awesome. Now I am going to go in. My nose tends to get pink, especially with the allergies coming around. Now also look, guys, I sprayed that right there a lot. Can you see how it's dripping? And look, it's even still wet. If your makeup looks and feels like that, that's not right. Okay. I should have wiped that off a little bit earlier, but it'll be good. So tap that out to get rid of that. But notice how you didn't see this, but I'm spraying so light, I can keep moving down. And notice how my eyes are starting to highlight. Not crazy, but just come up a little bit, right? I can even go in and do a brow highlight. And then what happens if you get a hot spot? What happens if that happens? What? Tap it out. Tap it out. Boom. Fixed. I mean, what kind of makeup can you use and tapping it out is the solution? Like, you don't have to wipe it off. You're not having to wipe your face. Tap it out. Tap it out. All right. So I did my highlight. I kind of like gave me some brightness, did some cover, you know, it covered here, covered my nose a little bit. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do some matte bronzer. I love our matte bronzer, and I love it for several different reasons. I love it to contour, and I love it for eyeshadow. If you look at this and you're like, woo, Heather, that is way too dark. There's no way I can use that. And if you're scared at first, don't be scared. Mix a drop with foundation to lighten it a little bit, to make it a little bit easier. Remember, when we're contouring, it does not have to be this drastic either. But again, you get more, your contour can be more drastic by making more passes, okay? We are spraying so light that first pass that I make, you're going to see it a little bit, but it's not going to be too much. That might be fine for you, and you can stop right there. You can contour. If you're a shade 3, you can contour with a shade 4 or 5. So it doesn't have to be this dark, but remember, guys, that first pass is going to be so light, right? If it's too much, then you're spraying too heavy, or you're too close, or one of those golden rules, right? So I have the matte bronzer, and I'm going to spray my hand so you can see it. That's the matte bronzer right there. So that is fairly dark. And then, what is it? I'm using, Jennifer, it's matte bronzer. I'll show it to you. Matte bronzer. So now I am going to come in a little bit closer. You might be thinking, well, how the heck are you going to know where you're contouring? Well, I can feel air. Guys, listen to this. The air is your brush. The air is your brush. Airbrush. Wherever you feel the air, guess what? That's where the makeup goes. There's a delay, so I always like to cover it again, Jennifer. So, all right, making the movements first, then pulling back on that trigger. You can go up a little bit too. Bam. Right there. Was it as dark as my hand? No, because I'm spraying light. This might be good. You might be going, okay, that's good for me. All right. Well, now I can go to the other side. Now I'm going to go down my neck. Cover some chin. Go back and forth. People always want to know, okay, what foundation is going to give me full coverage, or what foundation is going to give me sheer coverage? They all do it. They all do it. Why? Because it's about passes. Okay? Bam. That's all I'm going to do right now. Okay? I don't need any more. And guys, by the way, there is a timer on your thing. So if you're doing it and it goes out, there is a timer. But if you haven't charged it in a week, it might be dead. So it'll be red. It'll flash red if you do need to charge it. But remember, pick a day. Mondays, Sundays are going to be my day to charge it and charge it. I don't know why my hair's sticking out. All right. I have highlight. I have bronzer as a contour, matte bronzer. Now I'm going to do some blush. I have that one, but yay, Jennifer! Thank you for sharing that. Hey, Mia, how are you? Mia said, I have that one, but I was too afraid. I see now how to use it correctly. Thanks. I love that, Jennifer. That is why we do these, because if you are new to airbrushing, chances are you're spraying too heavy. I would say 99% of the time when people get an airbrush system, they get it home, they're all excited, and they put it on like traditional makeup. Why is that? Because that's what we know. That's what we know up until this point. And so putting on airbrush makeup, not only is it different this way, it goes on your skin differently. It should not feel wet, sticky, cakey, or anything like that. We are spraying light. That's why the paper towel, spraying it on a tissue or paper towel, really gives you the insight of how it goes on. If there's somebody in your household that you can airbrush, airbrush them, because you're able then at that point to see it going on. Okay, so now I have my soft rose blush hitting my cheeks. And right there. I like to do a little bit on my, just a little bit, spread the blush love. All right. So I have my highlighter or my under eye stuff. I have, oh, you know what I wanted to do is my eyes, because I wanted to show you. I'm going to do a little, I'm going to add 2 more drops of my bronzer, go back to my bronzer. And then taking this, I'm going to come in a little bit closer. And guys, you can see I have lashes on. No, these are not my natural lashes. I have the magnetic lashes on, and I'm going to go back and forth. Oh, my light just went out and it turns me green. Hold up. Okay. It does something to my color when that light goes out. I've been digging, you know how we get in these patterns of like, oh, I like this look or I like that. This is my go-to look. So like if I am running late, I can do this in a heartbeat. And I'm just blending all of that. I can come up a little bit more on that side. Okay. So I just did my eyes with my bronzer, guys. Okay. So now I'm going to turn this off right now. Now I'm going to my shade 3 in the Silk foundation. Yeah, you can get a face chart and do it that way too. Yeah. Adding about 5 drops of my foundation. That's all I need, guys, for full coverage. And you might be going, oh, I'm using a lot more than that. That's okay. If you're using more at first, that's okay. But the more you have this in your hand, the more you're going to learn, the better you're going to be, and you'll get it. But just my recommendation is to count how many drops you use each time, because you will be getting better and better and better and better. But because I already have some coverage going, I won't need as many drops in my foundation, because now I'm just using it to blend out my blush and to do all that fun stuff. So now making passes, spraying super light. I'll make 1 complete pass, blend down my neck. Okay, that's 1 complete pass. Now I'm going to go back and concentrate here, because that's where most of my coverage needs to be. Plus now I'm going to blend out the blush and the contour. And look at that. Look how soft. Look how it softened that blush. It softened the contouring, so it's not so bam in your face. That's the joy of airbrush, because we are not touching our skin. Nothing is being wiped off. And so you're able to blend it. And if I wanted to, I could even do like a shimmer blush. I mean, I could do blush, a traditional blush first, and airbrush over that too. But I always recommend doing, especially when you're new, do blush first, because again, our blush is super high pigmented and it's going to go bam. Now I'm using the Nude and Naughty palette, and I'm going to go in. Let's see. Let's do this gold. I'm doing kind of the gold bronzy And I'm just going to tap that in right there. And look how that just brightens. Right here, just with my finger. Look at that. Woo, love it. Right there. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I got it on a little bit of my lash, where my lashes are, okay? Well, what if I want a more precise line? I'm taking my eyeliner, Persuasion eyeliner. We have Temptation eyeliner, Persuasion eyeliner, and just going over that a little bit to bring it back up. That's all I have to do. All I have to do. Now I can go in. I'm going to put up my blush. Now I can go in. What am I going to go in with? I need my Dusty Rose. I feel lost without my Dusty Rose. We'll do Vinyl Slick. I'll do Ballet Pink. You know, I love it. A little bit of pink, since I have a lot of bronze and stuff going on. I love that shimmer. Love it, love it. Love that shimmer because it stays. It doesn't go anywhere. Now, once I finish, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's still a little too strong. Guess what? I can powder. And it blends it even more. Just kind of completes it. Do you have to powder after every single use? Nope. Nope. I just used a translucent powder, powdered it off lightly, and that's all I need to do. That's all. Because remember, airbrush makeup, you're using 10 times less makeup. 10 times. Okay? We can do less steps. That's why it's great to do it when you're in a hurry. Because then you're not putting a concealer on, then wiping it off when you do the foundation. It all lasts. It all lasts. So there you go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this Monday. Yay! I am so glad everybody is here and in the swing of things again. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Remember, we're here Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. We are here for you guys. Great to see you. Bye for now.